This
Okay.
used to be a whole, we used to be able to walk through here to get right back onto the walk.
Right.
But fuck, they cut it off. It's crazy.
As you walk through, because you know, you say you're 29 and you see the changes, like, other than just like nostalgia, do you just feel like, man, it was better back then?
Oh,
Like
for
the
sure,
changes
for
come-
sure. It was definitely, there was more going on.
Mm.
There's more kids out here.
Kids outside, yeah.
There's a lot of going on. Now it's I feel like everybody just grown.
Mm.
We ain't got much time to do what we
Yeah.
used to do.
Right. Because that's how I feel in my area, because I know I'm a lot younger than you, 23.
Mm-hmm.
But I still feel like, man, I come outside, I'm like, nobody, I come from work, I said, nobody's outside.
Nobody's-
like,
yeah.
I be playing, man, how you see everybody
Exactly.
outside. The court used to be full. I'm like, nobody outside.
Nobody, like, it's crazy. But it's fuck, like, it used to be really, really fun out here, man.
Mm.
But then again, everything changes, man.
Yeah.
Everything's getting gentrified at this point.
Mhm. And the reason why I ask that is because, you know, when they say changes to a community, it's supposed to be improvement. Obviously, they're not going to digress and go backwards. It's supposed to be improvement. So that
Exactly.
I asked that, like, you know, what do you think about the changes? And you say, you know, I feel like it was better than before. Then, like, this was the changes. Who's it for? Who's it benefiting, really?
It's benefiting the street that I'm gonna show you right where you see it by that X?
Mm-hmm.
Those, right after that is where they built all the new condos. That's what it's benefiting.
Okay.
They don't give a fuck about us, man.
Yeah.
That's how it always is. It's all good. If you zoom in on that park right there, this is where all the
Yeah.
this is where all the crackheads live.
Okay. So when I came back,
They
came
got all
here,
the
I did
tents
it-
and shit in there.
It's like an encampment. I did a video here, and there's like a little splash pad or something, right?
Yeah.
And a walk through, yeah. So now, I'm just calling. Because on the news, you know, I seen what is it? Trinity Bellwoods.
Trinity
Yeah,
Bellwoods,
they
yeah.
had that whole fight, whatever. Yeah. They's getting the same fight here.
This is where some of them came to move. So I guess
Okay.
they didn't even try to come and take
No.
these guys out yet.
Right.
It's crazy. This is where kids are supposed to be playing, right?
Mm.
Can't even bring your summer camp over here. Like,
But it's like, yeah.
it's disgusting, man.
Yeah, because I remember when I last came here, there was kids here playing here and everything.
You know? So basically all this used to look exactly like what we were
Like
walking
that.
through.
Okay, yes.
That walk that we were on
Mm.
used to go all the way to Queen Street.
Okay.
So they split it in half and put a road. And then
So you see the difference.
exactly. I'm not gonna say it doesn't look nice. It's a good change,
Right.
but it's like who's the change for, really?
Right. Yeah. You see, there you go.
He built the hood.
Uh-huh.
So you see where we were at the first?
Right.
That was his name, Sonny Atkinson.
Okay.
He's also a Nova Scotian as well. So it's kind of like it kind of came up as like a Nova Scotian community.
Right. So this, like you said, it was built in like what, 50s or 60s. A lot of Scotians emigrated. They came to this community then, yeah.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
It was a big and Portuguese as well. It was a big
Portuguese, okay.
a lot of Portuguese lived here as well.
Oh. I learned something today. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we always got people that want to fuck up the marrows and shit.
Yeah, you're always gonna have that.
It is what it is, man. As long as it didn't fuck up the face. But yeah, this is just that was all the childhood right there, that basketball court.
Mm.
I feel like that's everybody's childhood. Every hood, be kicking it at the ball court.
What's one thing that you wanna tell people? You wanna show people, just like younger generation. If there's any advice or something you wanna speak on, what's one thing you would tell people?
Man, to tell you the truth, I'll tell these kids, really, focus on what you really want to do. Chase your dream. Don't follow none of this bullshit. I'm telling you, there's a lot of money out here to make, and you just gotta chase it, bro. Open your eyes, man. There's a lot of shit out here, bro.
Mm.
You ain't gotta fall for this bullshit, this propaganda, fam. There's a lot of us already locked up doing too much time as black youth. We don't need that shit no more, bro. We all need to come together and fucking make Toronto Atlanta. It's real shit.
You talk a little about, said, you know, you're doing music, you know, you mentioned Twi and Live Gang. So what's one thing that you can see, because a lot of youth come up, they say they want to do music as well. What's one thing you say, you tell people, you know, this is the type of work you have to put in, and I don't know if it's hours in the studio, or if it's just like, you know, promoting on social media. What's the type of work that you have to put in and be consistent with?
Time, really. Time and relationships, really good relationships with people you're working with, you know what I mean? That's it. And how could I say it? Hi mom, how are you? Yeah. You need help, mom?
Yeah,
No problem, no problem. Like 3 minutes, brother.
As we just stopped, we see things like that. We talk about respect for elders.
For
and
sure,
that's
for
a
sure,
pretty
for sure.
it's a-
Always,
it's a
you
good
got it, you
example
got
that
it.
you just showed right there.
You got it,
So-
always.
But where we left off, we were talking about just like, you know, messages for youth and things. So music, we said, you know, any advice for youngins who are doing music?
I just say keep grinding, bro. Like, don't stop. You gotta keep going, because to keep you working, the better you're gonna get. Real shit. Make good relationships in this business. That's all. Like, you know, relationship is key.
Exactly.
Also respect too. You know what I mean? You gotta respect the people you're working with.
Exactly. Talk a bit about some of the artists that come from here since talking about music, because you're seeing growth. You're seeing when people hit 1 million views. You're seeing when people hit, you know, get reposted, whatever, deals or whatever.
For sure.
What does that mean for, because, you know, you talked about the video when a lot of people come out. What does that mean for this community when, you know, our artist hits 1 million views, our artist gets books? Like, what's the vibes like?
Oh, that's love. You know, we love that shit. Because, you know what I mean? Now we feel like people are actually recognizing the talent that's coming out of our neighborhood, instead of the stereotypes and blackballs, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It's crazy. But there's always, since Mr. Comfortable days, when that was my little bro, we started since then. It's just, that's where we kind of made the name, and then Casper, everybody came out, and they took over the scene. Millions of views. I love that shit. They're up next. Hopefully when they come home, it's a wrap. More music, more videos to come. Hopefully more millions to come. You know what I mean?
Of course, exactly. And I said
Just
the
like
same
that.
thing. I said, I wish the same thing. Anybody who's working, anybody who has a talent and they're working, so I wish you.
That's
you
it.
can't,
Same.
You can't be
I wish you the
bad-minded,
best.
whatever. Exactly.
I wish you the best, brother. Anybody that's out there doing your music, keep pumping. I wish you the best. You know what I mean? We need the city to blow. That's it, man.
Okay. Just to finish off, I want you to sort of finish off this sentence with anything that sort of comes to your mind when you say Alexandra Park is. What comes to mind? What would you say?
Alexandra Park is brotherhood, as you could see while you walked around with me. It's real brotherhood, it's real family. We're all connected, it's a real tight community. That's the best way I could put it. It's family.
There we have it. Any last words?
I'm just, you know what I mean? My last words is, you know what I mean? I shout out you guys for coming out here doing this interview. Let me explain to you how our hood is. And fuck, all the best to you guys. I hope you guys more episodes to come. I'm here to support. That's it, brother. You know what I mean? Respect for coming
Yes,
out.
sir. Thank you. It's easy.
Always.
Appreciate
Cameramen,
it. Yes,
always
sir.
respect too. You guys are the hardest workers, brother. Real
So
shit. Never
you-
forget these guys.
Exactly. There you have it. That's what it is. It's just gems, and you know, I appreciate if you're still watching this video. Hopefully, you're still watching to the end. You know, that's-
Definitely. Make sure you subscribe to his channel too,
There
man.
we
Many
go.
more to come.
Subscribe, follow at Capital T Films, TZ Alexandra Park. Appreciate it. We out.
Love.